Hello everyone, I'm Arihan, and in today's video we will be talking about biodiesel and how to prepare biodiesel from the vegetable oils. So this is gonna be our project overview, how we will proceed forward. So first of all, the major question arises here is what's biodiesel? So biodiesel is a clean burning renewable fuel made using vegetable oil, natural vegetable oils and fats. So basically, it's a type of biodegradable fuel which is much more healthier, or we should say better fuel than the petroleum and diesel. Now we come to our next question: why do we need biodiesel? So as we all know, our fossil fuels are gonna replenish someday, rather sooner or later. They're also the prime reason of pollution, and these are some of the other major reasons to use biodiesel as the alternative. Biodiesel does not require modification to a diesel engine to be used. And also, biodiesel has a reduced exhaust emission compared to petrol and diesel fuels. Biodiesel has a lower toxicity compared to the others, and it's much safer to handle. And most important of all, biodiesel is biodegradable. So these are going to be the chemicals which we will be using in our experiment. So biodiesel is basically made from vegetable oil. Used or not used doesn't matter. Along with glycerin as a side product via a trans-esterification reaction using a base. So basically base catalyzed trans-esterification reaction. And the more commonly used vegetable oils are soybean oil, rapeseed oil, etc. This is the reaction involved in our procedure or experiment. So what we have to do is take the vegetable oil and add the alcohol to it in the presence of a base, and we will get allyl esters, or rather we should say biodiesel along with glycerin. Now this is our procedure. We took 4.5 ml of vegetable oil in the reaction flask. We added 5 to 6 drops of 10 molar KOH and stir it about for 30 minutes in a magnetic stirrer, or you could also use normal stirrer as per your preference. Now heat the contents of flask to a temperature between 45 to 50 degrees Celsius for 20 to 30 minutes with continuous stirring. Now after the heating is done, top layer in separatory funnel should be biodiesel, which is yet to be cleaned because it's contaminated by unreacted KOH and alcohol and soap molecules, etc. Wash the biodiesel by adding 10 ml deionized water to separatory funnel. Swirl the mixture for 1 minute to dissolve methanol, glycerin or the residue. Don't shake it vigorously because if you do so, emulsion will form. And if emulsion forms, we won't get the biodiesel. And even sometimes even if you don't shake vigorously, emulsion also forms. To break the emulsion, what we have to do is add a pinch of NaCl to it. Now after that, allow the mixture to separate and then leave for the few minutes to settle and separate. After it settle down, separate the bottom layer by opening the stopper, drain the layer and discard it properly. This should be the major line here. Drain the biodiesel layer in a clean dry beaker. Vacuum filter the biodiesel using Buckner funnel. Remove any traces of water by adding 0.5 gram of anhydrous sodium sulfate and swirl the mixture for about 1 to 2 minutes. Now pour the biodiesel into a clean and dry beaker. Dry because we don't want any water trace to be present in our. Now we should ask ourselves: is there any problem with the biodiesel? Yes, there are problems with biodiesel. So now this is one of the major concerns that today's producer, in the lieu of making profit, doesn't concern much about the quality, and hence sometimes we could get bad quality biodiesel which could choke the engine. Moreover, we don't have much used or new vegetable oil to meet the daily demands, and these are the other problems which I mentioned here. And for the FAQs which I've seen on many websites, I've also mentioned the website below. So these are some of the FAQs. Can I go back and forth between petroleum, diesel and biodiesel? Yes, obviously we can go back and forth. Even we could also use blended form like 20% biodiesel or 80% petrol, or in any other proportion as well. How do the emission of biodiesel and petroleum differ? So basically I won't say biodiesel doesn't pollute the environment. It does, but on a whole lower level than the petroleum, and it doesn't emit sulfur oxides and sulfates into the atmosphere, which are major contributors of emission. Will I need to change my fuel filters more often while using biodiesel? Basically, biodiesel is a solvent, so it will clear many diesel deposit that have accumulated in your tank. This may cause initial fuel filter clogging. So yeah, how does the fuel efficiency of both biodiesel compare with petrol diesel? Basically, they are the same. Is biodiesel good for my engine? Yes, biodiesel can actually extend the life of your engine, because biodiesel has some lubricating properties which will decrease the wear and tear of the engine, vital parts of the engine. And this is the source where I've taken the FAQs from. So with this, I'll conclude my video. Thank you all for watching.